whatever it is I do here. There's a large box in front of me, and from the title of this video, you probably already know this is a front lip for my Golf R. I apologize for the audio. My wireless microphone decided to just not be a wireless microphone today, so we're gonna have to use the camera's microphone. It's kind of echoing here. So ECS Tuning is coming out with a new front lip for the Golf R. This is actually not out on their website yet. They sent this to me to do an install video on. I would say I would have a link in the description, but I still have not provided one because you can't even buy it yet. But when you are eligible to buy it, I will edit the description and put the link in. Anyways, let's get to it. And we have a box with another box inside that box. And of course, you are provided with your very own toolbox decoration kit. The snack that smells bad. Okay. Hardware. This is empty! Now that you wasted 5 minutes of film trying to find a knife, you can start to unwrap your stuff. Alright, now that is over, okay, well, if you order anything from ECS Tuning, you know they package their parts very well. So this seems pretty intuitive. So as you can see, for the center where it's mounted, there's just 3 spots to screw that in. And then you have some 3M tape on the side. Okay, perfect. So we have everything we need. We have all of our hardware. And I already have the R on the rack. It's actually draining oil because I had to do an oil change on the side. Figured I'd just get it done one shot. So let's go over there where I do stuff. Okay, so this is the hardware they do provide you with. 3 rubber insulated riv nuts, and then the 3 screws that thread into it, and then along with these little screws as well. And then you're gonna need a drill bit. I'm using a 5/16. Gonna take care of this whole situation with the riv nuts. Okay, so first things first, you're going to ignore this scuff on the side of my bumper, and then you are gonna wanna clean the surface, which the 3M tape is actually going to adhere on. So I'm actually gonna use some rubbing alcohol. This rubbing alcohol. I'm just gonna use a microfiber because that's what I have readily available. And I'm just gonna clean this whole surface. Feeling confident. This is obviously going to be a lot easier for people that have access to lifts. I am thankful that I have the luxury of using a shop. So this is my first time doing a lift. So this probably should be a 2-person job, but I'm alone. We're just vibing here. Okay, I'm gonna prove to you that you can do this by yourself without a person, another human being. So I took the 3M tape and I just prepped both sides here. So what I'm actually going to do is take an impact. I have a 10mm on here. This is actually one of the screws that's provided. So when I had my front lip on earlier, all I did was stretch my arm around, and then I felt right where it ended and matched that up. So I knew that was exactly where it was supposed to be. Came back around, kind of pinpointed where I need to drill into for this center hole. And that's kind of where my Sharpie came into play. You can tell that's definitely a nice circle there. That is the point where we're going to want to drill into, I guess, to temporarily retain it into place. So you're probably not gonna have to do all of that if you have somebody helping you, but this is just what I'm coming up with. Okay, so I have my green tape on here. So like I said, what I'm doing now is I'm going to drill in to make a temporary holding of this. All right, so I'll show you kind of what it looks like. Nothing special there. So that's not going anywhere. Okay, so really there's gonna be 2 ways to do this. The first way, which is where you saw the holes on the inside of this lip here to firmly secure it to the bumper just to make sure that it's absolutely not going anywhere. There's also 3M tape on the other side, which I've explained earlier. I think I'm not going to drill into my bumper because that would be 10 holes that I don't really want there. So I am actually going to just stick with the 3M tape. So my recommendation, if you actually want to screw into your bumper and firmly secure it down, I would still stick with the method I'm using as far as just finding that point place and then coming underneath here. So after sharpening where the points are, making sure it's lined up, obviously, when you are sharpening it. I just made sharpening a word. Drop it down and then pre-drill the holes, mount it back up, and go ahead and screw down. To me, that's just easier than messing with the plastic and trying to screw it in while it's lined up. And it's just a lot more visible than it would be if you're just to go in and start screwing. So I'm going to be removing the tape, and then I'm going to peel the double-sided tape on the back. I know I cleaned this off earlier like 12 times, but I'm just gonna do it one more time with rubbing alcohol just to make sure. Okay, so this is actually staying on here really good, which I'm not surprised because 3M tape is always the way to go. And we're gonna do the same thing. The best way to push on it is really just getting in between the two plastics. So now that you have it in place on both sides here, you're gonna take your drill bit and you're gonna drill at these 3 points on the front. So all the plastic will get everywhere, so I'm just gonna clean it up. I have all my pre-drilled holes here. So there's 3 T20 screws underneath here for this shield. So here, here, and here. You can actually pull this down to the point where you can gain access into here. I'm sorry if you have larger arms. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the rib nuts. Actually, I'll start with one here. And then kind of work my hand in, find the hole that we drilled. And then I also forgot to mention these are Allen heads. I know my big ass head's in the way. And the next thing I'm gonna do is put my oil plug in before I forget after I lower it. Cause I'm on the reggae, I'm ovulating. So now that I have all my fingerprints all over it, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and clean it off. You know, I know they provide hardware and it's recommended to drill into the bumper, but personally, like feeling it, I'm not too worried about it. I really am not. All right, time to lower it down and see how it looks. All right, so here is the final outcome. Honestly, my favorite part is it just matches all the gloss black so perfectly. I'm a fan. Okay, the only thing is I really need a rear diffuser now. Cause look at that. I can't have that axe looking like that. My front bumper is trying to look all aggressive. Well, I dig it. I think I need a rear diffuser and then I'll feel very evened out, and maybe some side skirts as well. Oh God, here we go. The list is gonna start piling on. Well, thank you so much for watching this install video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff with the things and the stuff. Meme of the week is gonna be right here. That's all we got for the day. So I'm gonna change my oil filter and I'm gonna fill it with oil so I don't seize up my engine and die. All right, thanks for much. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Bye.